Hi everyone, you're welcome to the final episode of the lessons for the week on strategy management. I'm sure you're excited. We looked at introduction to strategy management, we looked at goal setting and objectives. We've also looked at analyzing of external factors, which we use PESTEL framework, and the fourth one was the Potters 5. You remember? Yes, I'm sure you do. And the final one for today, of course, we have a lot of topics, but we just have to condense and compress it for you to take a little bit. The final one for today is on business documentation and process flow management. And this is important because a lot of business owners do not have a proper structure for their business. When you hear of structure, when you hear of systems, it's all about process flow management essentially and documentation. So first, when you hear documentation, it's not first your business plan. It's not first your proposal or financial plan. Documentation is how well you detail and document your process management and everything around your business. So while business documentation involves recording information about various aspects of a business's operation, process flow refers to the sequence of steps that a task or activities follow within an organization. And why is it important to document your process? For sustainability. If you happen to travel out or whatever thing happens to you and you're not able to take full control and ownership of your business operations, what's going to happen to your business? If you've not learned to document your processes, it means that no one can fully take charge, just like the CEO that you are. And of course, you can't be there forever. If you have a sustenance and sustainability mindset, you should learn to document every single process of your business in a document. The reason you buy food from a particular restaurant and it remains consistent across the whole restaurant anywhere you go to is because they've learned to standardize their processes. And some other restaurants you eat today here, it's different, the other place is salty. It's because there's no standardization of processes. Process documentation ensures consistency, reduces error, and facilitates training of new employees. When there are processes in place and they are documented, it's easy to train new employees, and you don't always have to handhold every new hire since there's a process in place. Clear documentation ensures that there's proper transfer of knowledge and institutional culture remains even when personnel, staff has changed over time. For you to map and optimize your business processes to enhance efficiency, you need to visually represent the steps, the tasks, and interactions within a business process. Identifying bottlenecks, redundancies, and inefficiencies in processes is a very crucial step. Optimizing processes involves efficiency, reduce costs, and enhance overall productivity. So where do you go from here? The best step for you to do is to create a standard operating procedures that we short form as SOP. How do you do this? For example, you make food, you sell food in a restaurant. How do you standardize your jollof rice to make sure that it has the same taste over and over again? The first thing is for you to document all of those processes. First, you start with procurement. How do you buy things that you cook? So we go to mile 12, we buy this kind of tomatoes, big tomatoes, we buy the baskets, and when you bring it in, you keep in the fridge. That has to be documented. Or if you blend it immediately, it also has to be documented. You put salt when you're boiling it, it has to be documented. At what point do you put salt? After how many minutes? What's the fire level? What should it be like? The heat? All of those things should be documented. Then after you put the rice on fire, you boil the rice, you parboil, you rinse, all of those things that looks like it doesn't matter. The Maggi, the salt, the seasoning, every single item needs to be documented from the start to the finish. Every business can do this. You can do this for your business. Put your pens to paper and document your SOPs today. If you've documented before, review those processes and get it better. Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining on this week's episode of Strategy Management. I'm sure you're excited. I'm sure you learned one or two things. You can go over the videos again and take out actionable steps, things you can practice in your business right away. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to me. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next week for our next module.